Namaste. The question is, those who come here, do they have a developed psychic being? It can equally apply to many other ashramas and. Well, all that we can say is that a soul which is attracted to the divine definitely is a developed soul than one which doesn't know and is completely submerged. To that extent, it is true. But having said that, we must understand, especially about the ashram here, it is a Mahayagyavedi, not even a Yagyavedi. And there are two kinds of beings who are attracted to the Yagyavedi. One, the godlike beings who come for further development, for participating in the divine work. And another, the hostile beings who come either to destroy the work or undergo the process of change. Sri Aurobindo's letter, this Sri Aurobindo's letter to Niruddha. Have you not heard? It is well known to the ancient yogis that wherever there a yagna is done, the hostile beings also come. At one of the places he even says that some of the disciples, many of them close apparently to me, are great asuras. Why they have come? They have come to change. So, this idea that all who have come have developed psychic being, equally those who are working inside the campus of the ashram are developed, more developed. Those who are working in Mother and Sri Aurobindo's room are super developed. Fortunately, that mental logic doesn't apply. And these are, I am saying, based on what Mother and Sri Aurobindo have said. Nothing to do with, people may come for various reasons to the divine. Developed psychic being may be attracted consciously to do the divine work, and because it loves the divine. It loves the bhumi where the divine has touched. It has nothing to do with the institution. So there are two aspects. When you say here, this space can be seen in two ways. Nalini said it very beautifully, but very craftily and subtly. He said there are two ashrams, the outer and the inner. Let me put it this way. The outer ashram is the organization, the building and all that. Institution. There's the outer ashram. You may belong to the outer ashram. Have your name in the prosperity list. But you may not belong to the inner ashram. Mother has spoken of that even in that great boat journey. On the other hand, you may not be on the prosperity list, yet you may belong to the real ashram inside. Why? Because the second layer of the ashram, which is behind, that is an extension of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. In that atmosphere, when you enter, you grow and develop towards that great work for which they have come. Meaning thereby it all depends upon the real motive of one's coming here. There are people who may find Pondicherry a very nice place, very good for retirement. They may come here. There are people who may come here because they've heard, okay, Mother, if you die here, you may go have moksha. Yeah, I know people actually who have done that. There are people who like the place for various reasons. There are people who are torn between wonder and revolt. They say transformation, they will curse. No, it's not possible, yet they are attracted. There are people who for various reasons form part of the work which we don't understand why. Maybe to give experiences to others and to get the experience necessary for their growth. Rare is the soul which is conscious and comes because it wants to serve the Mother and Sri Aurobindo and has love for them, and therefore it's not about institution, it's about where they have pressed their feet. That dust is to such a person sacred. But such beings are very rare, and they are often laughed off by the intelligentsia as sentimental fools. So it all depends. There are various reasons. Some come veiling their truth, which is, as I said, even asuras and hostile beings come. Because they are here, because they want to change. Where will they go? Of course, every man has both elements, Asura and Deva, but that's a different subject altogether. But I am saying motives of coming. And if you want to read about these motives of coming, the best place is read Savitri, the growth of the flame. Some come just to give themselves to the Divine Mother, and she holds their hands and makes them walk. They answer to her touch as flower to the sun. Others, against their nature's bent, divided between wonder and revolt. Complaining of the bond, they would weep to lose, or, they'll say, what is this? What mother has created all this? Tell them, okay, go. No, no, no. Why? they would have wept to lose. So all kinds of possibilities are there. But this straight equation doesn't apply, that all who are in the ashram. In fact, I'll close with this little letter of Sri Aurobindo. There was a lady who had such beautiful experiences. And someone wrote to Sri Aurobindo that, she wants to come to the ashram. And Sri Aurobindo writes, her psychic being is developed and growing very well. But if she comes here, she will be besieged with difficulties. It is better for her not to come at this stage of development. She is growing very well. Let her grow there and come time to time to receive the influence. This too happens. Because to come here is to bear that tremendous tap, pressure. Two kinds of people can bear it. Those who are very hard-skinned, because their skin must melt, that hard ego. And the other who are having some kind of a fire, and fire wets fire, and it's so beautiful. And in between there is all sorts of variety. The mother said, why those people who are here? She said, it's an occult arrangement. It does not follow an outer logic. Somebody she has promised somewhere, you will be part of the work. She will keep that promise. As I said, there were people whom in different lives, somebody who had bhakti for the mother in some life, she may say, okay, come, now you be near me. I'll tie you to my iron chain. She may give a chance and possibility. Somebody was connected with her and Sri Aurobindo in physical life, physically. Their child in some previous, she will pull. Somebody who has worked with them in the battle of the ages, they may call, like Charuchandra Dutt. So there are all kinds of cases, all kinds of instances. And as always, with the divine working, no one single rule can be made or should be made. Divine deals with each one differently and in a unique way. Namaste.